Yo, what's up? Hello. We're gonna try and get this generator taken apart today. This is a one of those Harbor Freight generators that you get from Harbor Freight, and yeah, it's a 2,000 watt generator, and we're gonna try and take this thing, break it all the way down, take apart the crank and the piston, or as far as we can with the tools that we got. I'm probably gonna have to order a flywheel remover, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to the crankshaft. But we're gonna start from the very beginning. I got the plastics, the shrouds off. Like I said, it's a Predator 2000. I don't know that thing. There you go, Predator 2000. It's a Harbor Freight. This is like a $500-$600 generator. Hope everyone's doing good today. What's up? What's up? What's up? Ciao! That's right. And beautiful day out here. So got basic tools like a screwdriver, a flathead. Got some sockets. You're not gonna need much. Should be pretty simple. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start disassembling this thing. We're gonna take off the front face, the rear grille, and then this thing is essentially like a suitcase. There's a motor inside of it. We're just gonna split this in half, and then it's gonna expose the motor, and then from there we can tear down the motor. We're gonna start with the top end of the motor, and then work our way down as far as we can. This is a suitcase type of motor as well, which means that the motor is split in half, and I don't know if I'll be able to, if I can get off the cylinder, if the cylinder is attached to the crankcase itself or not. But we're just gonna go ahead and go. I've never done this before, so this will probably be about a 2-hour shindig or so. Just kind of just figuring it out as we go. But yeah. All right, so we had to take off the fill switch. This is the on and off switch in order to pull out the face. So now that we've got that off and we got the 4 bolts off, we should be able to pop off this face and disconnect any of the electrical that's connected to the main motor itself, or anything, any other bolts that might be in my way to break down the body shell itself. Looks like there's 4 more smaller bolts that need to come off. There must be some hidden bolts behind this faceplate. All right, we got it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pop this off now. Okay, so there are some. Okay, so this is the faceplate that we're popping off. This was the fuel switch that needed to come off. So we got the fuel switch off. Then we popped off this faceplate. So now we're going to take apart these screws right here. And then these bolts, there's a couple bolts. And then this will allow this whole face, the main face, to come off. So we're going to disassemble that right now. Yeah. looks like we got the 2 screws out. So now we're looking for about an 8mm size socket. Yep, found it. Let me take this guy out, and there's my socket wrench. Of course. Let's see if I can. Ow. Oh. Alright, well that sucks. Going to need an extension. Or, let me try this with these pliers real quick. That's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. Let's try a couple different things real quick. I think so. Extension. Alright, now that our bolts are off, we should be able to pop off this main face. Yep, and that comes off. Okay, now we need to keep our bolts, our screws together. So we'll take all these and put them off to the side. Probably get another baggie or something. Oh, perfect, there's a bag right here. Put those right there for now. Okay. Now let's start trying to figure out. This is what we're looking at. Is we took off the face. Oh, that's his side. So now we can kind of see what we need to disconnect over here as far as splitting this. So we might need to take this off so these 2 pieces can separate from the regulator rectifier, and then start disassembling any other pieces that might be assembled to the shell of the body itself. So let's continue to do that. Hope everyone's having a good day today. What's up? Alright. Got this big old regular rectifier out the way. Now the best thing to do, that I like to do, is if you start getting too many bolts, just throw them back in where they came from. So when you go to put the part back on, the bolts are right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, gonna be some. started running out of socket sizes. I didn't know if I had even the right socket. I was like, uh-oh. Okay. Just continuing going around and getting all the body screws and bolts out. Uh-oh, we got a stubborn screw over here. Not good. Yeah. Okay, so now so what we have right here is we got a screw that's not wanting to come out, and by doing it by hand, it's potentially going to get stripped. So what I'm going to do to prevent that first is I just hit it with the hammer to kind of break it loose. Hopefully, it, just might kind of break it free a little bit. Now that's not going to help, unscrewing it or anything, but hopefully it kind of, knocks, breaks some of it free, like any internal rust or anything. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to take this. It's an interchangeable flathead, and what I'm going to do is I want to put this inside of a socket. I'm going to put this inside the socket, and then that's going to give me leverage by using this on a socket wrench versus using it with my wrist. So we want leverage to be able to help us with this in this scenario right now. So that's what we're going to do. That's why I'm doing this. So now we're going to try and, with leverage, try and get this out before it strips on us. And of course, voila, it came loose, as it should. Oh, Christ. So that's a little trick right there. Because the thing that you don't want to do is start stripping everything. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. All right, moving along. What else we got here? Yeah, still got stuff to undo. The reason why we're taking this apart is because I believe that the piston rings, this generator is over a year old. I believe that the piston rings have gone bad, so it needs new piston and piston rings. That's the reason why I'm taking this apart. Harbor Freight doesn't offer any parts for this thing. So, and there's no warranty on this. The warranty is expired over time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down and get all the parts that I need, and I'm going to try and find them either online or at a local lawnmower and repair shop and kind of match up the parts. Or I'm trying to see if they can match up my piston and piston rings, see if they can match up my gaskets. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that has some sort of information on where I can get parts on this. This thing is just, I mean, there's no way that a company goes out there and builds a machine and doesn't supply parts for it. Because where are they getting the parts when they put the thing together in the factory? You know what I'm saying? All these parts come from other factories, you know? One factory is not making all these parts, you know? It's a conglomerate of other factories, and then their pieces all come into one factory and they put it together. But yeah. All right. So we almost got this shell off. It seems like there's something else getting hung up. So we're just going to try possibly take off this faceplate, and that might be it. See what's going on. There, found another bolt. I'm going to take that thing out. You know what? Instead of taking apart the gas can, I'm just going to leave the gas can with it and just disconnect the gas can from everything else with it. There we go. Try and leave it all as one piece so it saves me a headache. And just disconnect the hose line from the tank itself. I'm just going to do this. Alright, then we'll just disconnect you from down here at the... If you want to fight me up there, we'll take it downtown, baby. There you go. There you go, break you free. You want to be gentle with these hoses and the fuel lines and stuff. You don't want to be breaking anything. It's just going to cost you more money. And another headache. So here's what we just did. We took off the shell. So now we got the shell off. Now we can work with the motor. And like I said, I left the gas tank on. So the gas tank is attached to the shell to make it easier for us to get a good picture. Now this is an 80cc 4-stroke motor. It looks like it's going to have a single overhead camshaft, which means that the camshaft is also going to have your intake and your exhaust valves all on one camshaft. It's a uni camshaft. It's going to be probably a single camshaft. The reason why I suggest that is because the head isn't big enough in order for it to be a dual camshaft for intake and exhaust. This is probably going to be a single camshaft where it's got intake and exhaust all on one camshaft. Like I said, this is an 80cc. This is just a tiny motor, 2,000 watt generator that you're looking at. Harbor Freight, $500, $600 nowadays. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to disconnect, even breaking it down even more. I need to get down to the engine cases themselves. So I got to take off all these plastic. I got to take off the rest of the electrical or the rest of the fuel line, whatever's hooked up to it. Just get that out of the way. And then I got a carburetor that I'm going to, I don't know if I want to disconnect it from the case. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. It looks like that I might be able to just leave it on the head and then just disconnect the head and just pull off the head with the carburetor. But we'll figure that out when we get to that point. The pull starter needs to come off along with this plastic cover. Underneath this plastic cover is more than likely Nope. On this side, over here is going to be the flywheel. That's going to be a bitch because I don't have the tool for the flywheel to pull that off. But we're going to try and disassemble everything out. Once I get the tool for the flywheel remover, then I'll be able to split the cases and actually get into the piston and assess the situation. But more than likely, the piston rings are shot. But yeah, let's just keep working at it. Itself. What I'm looking now is I'm trying to find out where the engine mounts are, and possibly I can just disconnect the motor. I don't know if I want to disconnect the motor, but I might as well, since I'm at this point, break the motor completely free from the body, the shell, and then actually be able to do a deep cleaning and everything. I was thinking about taking a shortcut and not doing that, but if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right and just break it all the way down. So just looking for the engine mounts, and then from there I'm gonna just kind of just pull the engine off of it, and then possibly instead of ripping off the rest of the electrical and the fuel lines, just leave that on instead, and then just keep that as far as the body, and then just clean that on the body, and then just separate the motor instead of leaving the motor on it. I think that'll probably be the best bet to do. Well, there's just shit everywhere in this thing. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just start disconnecting these engine mounts. Let's put our bolts away. These are all of our shell bolts. So just put that wherever the shell is. Best thing to do is just screw them back in where you got them. Then you'll know where they came from. You won't lose your screws. You won't lose your bolts. You won't lose your mind. So just do that. I know it's time consuming, but it's the easiest thing to do, especially if you don't have a lot of like Tupperware or plastic bags to put all your label all your stuff. Just screw them back in. Alright, now our screws are all back to where they came from, so we don't have to worry about that. Just saved ourselves a headache for later. That's what's up. Okay. Hey, chill. Alright, well. Don't forget about your ground wire. Every motor has a ground wire connected to it. I've had, there's been times when I used to, I was pulling out a jet ski motor one time at a shop, and I didn't disconnect the ground wire. When I pulled that jet ski motor out, I ripped out the ground wire with it. That sucked. It just gave me another job that I didn't want to do. But yeah, so always disconnect your ground wire from the motor. That was a tough lesson to be learned for me. And then let's put these in. The motor should almost be completely free from the body itself. There's just a couple more engine mount bolts that I gotta disconnect, and then we should be good. And just disconnect. If we're gonna leave on the electrical and the fuel lines to the body, I need to disconnect the fuel line to the motor, to the carburetor. Disconnect that. Disconnect the throttle cable. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and disconnect the whole carburetor. It'd probably be the easiest thing to do. Just leave that and leave everything all on intact. Now, do I have the carburetor socket size? It should. Oh, it should be somewhere. Ugh. Now be mindful when you take off your carburetor, you're going to have a gasket in there. So I don't know if you have a brand new gasket kit or not. So be mindful of that. So when you pull this carburetor off, don't be yanking on it. Kind of be gentle with it. Have some finesse. Maybe get a razor blade if you can, so you can kind of cut it. Because the gasket's made out of paper. And sometimes over time, the paper literally will stick to the metal. And if you're unfortunate and you can't get the gasket off in one piece, it'll literally tear because it is paper, like I said. So have some finesse with it. Be gentle. Don't monkey it off, and then it should come off in one piece if you're lucky. So yeah, like I said, if you don't have a razor blade to kind of get back in there to kind of work the gasket to kind of break it free from it, you can always try a flathead screwdriver, a small one, to kind of get back in there. But Okay, so what's going on here is that the intake boot that goes from the air box to the carburetor is getting in my way of disassembling the carburetor and pulling it off. It's actually getting hung up. So now I'm gonna have to just disassemble the air box real quick and then get that out the way. And then from there, which is good because the air, I'll show you the air filter that needs to be taken off anyway. So it really doesn't matter that I have to do this. Okay, so the airbox is out our way. Let's real quick connect our bolts back in so we don't lose those when we re-put everything back together. That's a dirty carburetor. All right, you guys. So this is what we're looking at. Okay, so here's our airbox. This is the part that I mentioned when we were disassembling the carburetor. We couldn't get the carburetor off. Here's the gasket I was talking about, how you want to be very careful when taking this apart. This is the gasket. So it's really brittle. See, this one's actually kind of warped. So what I'm going to have to do to be able to even reuse it, which I never suggest using gaskets, but I don't really have a choice. I'm going to have to put some gasket maker on here and just lubricate it up to create a seal. This whole thing is extremely dirty. But yeah, so this is the air box to it. And then this piece, that long shaft right there, that was in my way. I couldn't get the carburetor out. And here's the filter itself. See, that's really bad. It's all oily. It needs to be cleaned up. Luckily, there's not a lot of dirt on it, but definitely looks like that possibly a valve that might not be fully seating properly. That's why we're getting oil in here. Could be going back up through the intake valve, and possibly could be leaking from a valve seal itself. And then that's then it's leaking into the motor, and then it's leaking into the airbox, or the intake. It could also be coming through straight up through the head in the crankcase breather hose. In the breather hose itself, the motor breather hose. There's crankcase breather hoses, and then there's hoses that allow the motor to breathe up in the head. But essentially, this line hooks up to right here, and it basically just recirculates the air and stuff. And What I'm saying is that oil may have leaked into this line and down into the air filter in itself. So it may not be a valve. It could be coming from this breather tube. So I don't know. Once I get in there, kind of take a better look at it. But what a mess, man. Look at this. Just absolutely just grimy. Here's our main computer board for electronics to put all your switches. 2000 watt Predator generator. This is our regular rectifier. Here's our carburetor right here. Here's our carburetor. This thing, whew, that definitely needs some cleaning. There's so much crap all over it. Look at all that. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have a field day with that thing. So clean that up. This is the fuel switch, your on and off switch essentially. And then, so this is all one piece right here. So we can actually just move this junk to the side. Ta-da! There it all is. Put that over here, along with the other junk. And then here's the motor, you guys. So this is the motor. All right, sorry about that. So here's the motor in itself. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start taking off all the plastics. We're going to start with this whole pulley system right here. We're going to leave the recoil system on it, the pulley system on it, but we're going to take off this main piece right here, get that out the way. Then we're going to come over here on this side and we're going to get off as much as we can. Basically on this side, what we're dealing with is on the top half, it's going to be the exhaust manifold and everything. That's probably going to have to come off. So we'll get that off. And then down here, this is the bitch. Excuse me. But yeah, this is the main part. This is your generator part. This is the alternator or whatever. I'm going to have to take this off, but I don't think I have the right tool to get this off. And I need this off in order to split the cases. Because like I said, this motor is a suitcase motor. So instead of it splitting the cases down here and then you're able to take off the cylinder and the head, it's not like that. It's like they split the cases offset. So when you split the cases, it doesn't allow you to pull off the cylinder, so you're gonna have to split it at the crankshaft, which is fine. It's whatever, but I just got to get a tool for that. But let's figure this out. Let's take this apart so we can get as much as we can down to the lawnmower shop and see if they can help us. But yeah, okay, let's start ripping it apart. That's what's up. Ciao! That's what's up, you guys. Sorry for not reading comments. I apologize. This motor, I believe. I don't think it's good. I don't know how many horsepower this thing is. This thing's probably only like a 3 horsepower. Something super small. It's an 80cc. There's not a lot of information about this. It's really weird. Apparently Harbor Freight owns Predator, but Harbor Freight doesn't. There's no way to find any parts for it. So if this thing breaks down, if you don't have a warranty that's valid, then you're kind of SOL. That you're forced to buy another generator. It's really not cool how they got this thing. How they're going about it. You should be able to get parts for this thing. You spend money for something and you can't fix it. That's not right, man. It's like buying a car and you're like, hey, yo, I need new parts for my car. Oh, we can't sell you new parts for your car. You got to buy a whole new. No, fuck you. Sorry again. It just makes no sense. It's just corporations being greedy. Being evil corporations. That is a business tactical move that just benefits them, and this is not cool. It's not cool. Okay, so once again, you got to be kind of gentle with this because we just found another gasket. So very fortunate that I didn't break this gasket. But that right there is an important piece, or else the motor, something simple as a piece of paper, you'd be surprised, you know, it makes a motor run funky. But yeah. So sometimes if you are taking apart something, what I like to do, for instance, the gasket and this cover. Well, I don't want to confuse myself when I put it back together on which side the gasket was and which way the gasket was facing, yada, yada, yada. So what you do, you put it back together just as you way as you found it. Then what you do is you take a zip tie and you put it through, but you don't put the zip tie in it where it locks. You flip the zip tie upside down in reverse and you put it through so it holds it in place, but it does not lock it. So you're able to just put back out the zip tie, and now you have your parts in the correct facing direction and the correct position. So that's another little trick right there. Use a zip tie to keep everything in place in the correct facing position, and put it in put the zip tie in backwards so it doesn't lock. So you're able to reverse it. So you save a zip tie also. Okay, so the good thing is that the motor turns freely. So that's great that the crankshaft is not locked up or anything like that. But we still don't have. Last time I remember when I went to pull this thing to pull start it, just didn't have any no compression. It was really weak. So that's why I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, that it's gonna be the piston. The piston rings are shot. Like I said, this motor is over a year old, just getting hammered. All right, let's start taking off this plastic side over here. And then we'll start breaking down into the top end, and we'll disassemble the top end as much as we can. And then, yeah, we might be coming to a halt here shortly. Probably in the next 30 minutes, we might come to a stop, unfortunately. I don't know. But like I said, we'll get to as much as we can. And then if I might be able to hokey pokey something and get something on this. I might have the right socket to get this flywheel off. If we do, we're really lucky. So we'll worry about that in a little bit, but let's continue on and do this. Let's add more screws. All right, so I'll explain what's going on here in a second. I just took off the exhaust cover. We're putting on the exhaust bolts back on the cover. Here's our cover. We're putting the bolts back on the other half of the cover so we don't lose that. Now we're gonna leave the exhaust connected to the cylinder head, but we're gonna disconnect the body from the crankcase. Crankcase case itself. So when we pull off the head, the exhaust will come with the head. We'll just do that so we don't have to worry about the chance of damaging the exhaust gasket. We'll just leave it all intact because it looks like we're able to have that option. So we'll just do that. That'll be nice and easy. Okay. So now we're gonna take off the spark plug. The exhaust and everything is that's as far as I can get right there until we take off the take off the head. So in order to do that, we gotta get off the spark plug so we can check timing. We need to make sure we're at top dead center. So when we take apart oh my gosh, that's not good. So this is what a dirty spark plug looks like. Oh, you can see that. But yeah, it's that's not gonna do you any good. If it looks like charcoal, you don't want that. You want it shiny. The best way to do it is just to take sandpaper or a wire brush and then just get that and just clean it up real good. Anything that has abrasion, essentially, will do the trick. So I'm gonna go get my sandpaper. And then yeah, you just go around, clean the top of it. Try and get as much as that grime, all that burnt exhaust off, all that buildup. You want all that off so you can get a good spark. And like I said, you want it shiny again. You want it to see it to where you can see that metal again. And then if you can get the sandpaper in between that gap, that spark plug gap, and if you can kind of drag that spark plug gap with that sandpaper wedged in that little gap, that's going to help you a lot getting it really clean. And then blow it off. If you got any contact cleaner, brake cleaner or any of that, give it a good whack, give it a good hit. That'll help. If not, blow on it. It'll be good. You can always replace it, but usually be good. All right. Anyways, moving on. So now that we have that off, now we can check for top dead center, because the only 4 strokes you gotta worry about that top dead center. On 2 strokes, you don't have to worry about that at all because it's 2-stroke motor. But this you got to make sure because everything's timed. So now these could have push rods in there and not a timing chain. If it's a push rod, that's really nice, and it's really nice. So again, I think I found top dead center. You're kind of you're at top dead center because there's not a lot of tension. The piston is completely up at the top of the rotation, dead center, and all your valves are completely seated with no tension. So when you disassemble the head, it all comes apart the way as it should. So we're gonna go ahead and disassemble that now. Take apart the head. Okay, be careful with taking off the head. There's gonna be a gasket in there. Now this is just a cover. It's not the actual head itself yet. All right, so we got a good looking, the cover. All right, so this is what we got in here. So we took shit. All right, so we took off the spark plug. Took that off. We took off the valve cover. This is underneath the valve cover. That's what it looks like. It looks like there's a lot of oil, burnt oil in there. It's pretty much stained at that point. But the gasket is also on here. This gasket is good. It's going to stay on there. Just clean it up a little bit. Definitely add some gasket maker to it so it gets a good seal. Here's the valves. We got our valve springs. We got our rocker arms. This is not. There's no cam chain. They're like I thought. They're push rods. So there's a rod here and a rod here. And the camshaft is actually going to be at the bottom of the motor, it looks like, and not up at the top. So we'll worry about the camshaft when we get to that. But yeah, so this is Yeah. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm back. I need some water. I'm thirsty. I'm parched. The sun, the sun's starting to come out, man. Be right back. All right. Oh, the wind blew you guys over. Okay. Sorry about that. Just a little thirsty. Oh, okay. Shoot, 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 shoot. All right, you guys, we're doing pretty good. Who's excited? I'm excited. This is my first time taking apart this motor. Um, yeah, just kind of all excited working on new motors and stuff and seeing how different manufacturers make their stuff. So this is interesting. This is fun. Oh boy, it's already crap falling in there. Well, we're taking it apart anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Taking it apart anyways. And clean it up anyways. All right, once again, just put my bolts back where they go so I don't lose them. Whatever you can do to make life easier on yourself. Less headaches are better. All right, now let's get off this head. Double check, make sure that we're still at top dead center. Throw the thing back in there. There's our piston at top. Okay, let's get this bad boy off. All right. Trying to get these out. and got a cover off. Put that to the side. Okay, so total of 4 bolts are holding down this head to the crankcase. So we got 2 more bolts to take off. And then we'll go from there. Oh wow! Oh, it's bad. It's it's bad. Oh my gosh, it's bad in there. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's make sure we don't lose nothing. Let's put the dowels. Don't want to lose your dowel pins. They're really bad. Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, so these are your little dowel pins. You don't want to lose these, like I just did. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we'll just put those back in here. They basically. Oh no. Okay. See, this is important. You don't want to mix these up. So, luckily one of them stayed in their spot like it should. Okay, put the dowels in there. Okay, so this is the top of the piston. That is not good. See all that buildup, and looks like my piston actually kind of broke down. It's that's not good at all. So it's a big problem right there. It's all bad. And then here is the head. Yeah, be careful with that too. And that's the head. You got your intake and your exhaust valves. But yeah, all this stuff. Let me set this down somewhere. Yeah, so all this, that's your exhaust valve, that's your intake valve. This hole is where your spark plug is. All this is all bad. That all needs to be cleaned up. It's all carbon. It's all carbon built up. That's a lot of built up. That's bad built up. That right there can cause you detonation, pre-ignition. Like, look at this stuff. It's just falling apart. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, I still don't think that the whatchamacallit is any good. Like I said, I still just want to replace it and everything. There's no sense on cleaning it all up and running a piston that I've had in there for a full year. God knows how many hours on it. But yeah, so I need to make sure I don't lose figure. I need to mark this left and right. So we'll mark these left and right real quick so we can take these out. And then we'll continue on and pretty much at a standstill if I can't get this off and this off, because this cylinder won't come off. It's part of the case, which sucks. But yeah, so that's just, let's worry about one thing at once. So let me put the push rods away, and then let me see if we can. I might be able to get that thing. All right. Okay, push rod. So the easiest thing to do, I got painter's tape. You just take tape right on, left side, right side, this or that, whatever, and you just tape it on there. So it's like, okay, that's that. So I'm just gonna tape on here, little painter's tape, which I use painter's tape specifically because the adhesive does not stick. And if any does, a little bit does stick, the heat and the oil will just burn it off. So it won't do any damage to it, but it's just there so I know where this came from and what it is. And then I gotta mark the direction, which is top and which is bottom. All right, so that's top, and then this is top. Okay. All right, so now that we marked them top and bottom, left and right, put them in a bag somewhere. Make sure they do not get bent. You bend those, you're SOL. Do not bend those things. Whew, this motor. Whew, she's something else, man. Okay. And if we get lucky, oh, here's another bag right here. Put the head, put these ones in here, trying to keep everything separated. Know what I mean? More stuff separated. And then you got this stuff. That's right. All right, you guys, let's keep moving on. We're not done yet. We still got to split the cases and everything and try to do as much as we can. Okay, next part. Let's see if we can just get this behemoth off. Let's just break it down. See if we can just beat it off. It might actually just come off. It might not be. It might not. Like I think it is. Okay, so I do have to get this off in order to take apart the crankcase and split the crankcase in half. So that's got to come off regardless. Because this side doesn't have what I need it to have. It's all on that side. So either way, one side's definitely coming off, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Let's start doing this. Try. Oh no. Whew. Things are on there. Okay, well that's not coming off because I need a bolt for that. So we'll try and get that off right now. And then we'll try and get this off too, because it's probably going to be the same size socket. Once we get those off, then we'll be good to go. So let's find a socket. That's a big boy right there. That's a big boy. Yeah, I know. We gotta go to a different toolbox. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why you gotta be so big, dude? Why you gotta be so big? Where you at? We're gonna get you off. Don't worry. We're gonna bring out the big dogs. All right. Ah, that one potential. That's a potential. Yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. There's the... All right, so let's put all these other guys away so we don't get confused. Yeah, put them away. Okay. Okay, so now the trick is how we're gonna get this motor to lock itself up so we can break it free. Now, this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to put in bolts right here and then get a piece of wood and then wedge wood in there. And then hopefully it don't mess up. And hopefully we'll do some good. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be stressful. Okay. That'll work like that. Now I just need the piece. What a metal. What about this? Might work. Oh, that might work, bro. That might work. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Here we go. Let's try it. I need an impact driver. This is ridiculous. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lock it up. Now, I might be able to with what's this? Can I just kind of... We're gonna try and figure something out. We want this thing off right now. Got no time. No time. No. They're two different sizes. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? Two different. Oh jeez. that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Whatever, okay, so that's not gonna work. Dude, oh no, it sucks, man. We might be coming to an end. Oh yeah, I need new piston rings. There's definitely some blow by. You can see it. See it. Okay. Oh man, I still gotta get this crap off though, man. How are we gonna get this off, man? Without an impact driver. Dum, 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 dum. Well, even if I had the impact driver, I'm still gonna need the flywheel puller to pull it off. That's right. So I'm stuck. That sucks, man. I got this far just to be stuck. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Well, that's a Predator motor as far as I can get it until I get the correct tools to remove it off. Bummer! That sucks, man. Party over, dude. Party over. Right now the sound. Turn up. That's it. Well, it was fun. It was fun. What's up, guys? Alright. Now you guys have my undivided attention. I had to go see my beautiful babies. I just want to say hello to everybody. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I've been ignoring you guys. I'm sorry. I'm on a phone, so it's kind of hard for me to text back. But I was doing the thing for the thing. Alright. Anyways, yeah. Clean it up. Clean up, clean up, clean up. And all the tools away. All that junk. All that junk. I'm gonna need a box for all this stuff, man. Something, man. What am I gonna do it? Oh, here we go. Hey, I got a box right here. I got a box right here. Parts. What parts? You got parts for more parts. That thing don't. Oh, actually, that's a head. I think. Well, it's probably Chinese, so it's probably only like a $50 head. But I need it, so let's be careful with it. Just put. Careful with it. Just take this out the box. Put this in the box. There you go. There you go. Use that brain, bro. Use that brain. My bad. My bad. Didn't mean to get you guys all dizzy. My bad. My bad. that was fun. It's kind of a bummer too, though, man. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? The bum's still waiting for the motorboat. Oh, that's right. That's what we're duh. We're all motorboating. That's right. Oh man. So what do you guys think about this thing? It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Oh. That's what's up. That's all crazy. That's what's up. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Ciao. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Look at this thing. We broke this thing down. Look at that. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. You did not want a piston to look like that. Oh boy. That's what's up. Huh? That's what's up. Appreciate that. That's right. Ciao. Just always teaching myself something. I'm trying. Put this back over here. Put this stuff back over here. Oh. Now, where am I going to put this? Okay, we'll put that right there then. Ready? Oh, that's a box of fun right there, let me tell you. That's a box of fun. Oh, yeah. I still got more stuff. That's right. It's never ending stuff. Stuff keeps finding. I keep finding more stuff. More stuff. To stuff. I got more stuff to stuff. Oh boy. Oh, this is a bad idea. Okay, let's try this over. Let's reorganize a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we can move that there. Put this doohickey. Put this guy right over here. Oh, you know what? I need to get a bag and throw a bag over the motor. Man, I'm rebuilding it. I don't need to put a bag. Yeah, I should probably put a bag over it just because. Just put a. Good enough. Okay. Put a bag over it. Protect the motor. All right, now let's find a home for it. All right, let's move this box of fun real quick. This power plant right there, and then we'll relocate the box of fun over here. I don't want to go there. Let me move the water then. And then the box of fun. Hey, you're in my way. Now, how about that? Does that make you happy? Yeah, that make you happy? Hey, I didn't tell you to move. You guys stay over there, bro. Stay right there. Stay right there. I didn't tell you to move. Okay, ready? And on the count of three, we gotta shut the tailgate. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yes! Up and away! Okay. There you go. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll be right back. Alright. Had to get this. That is good. If you got oil, I think it's like I don't know. I don't think it's like an orange pumice, but basically it's got some grit in it, like little chunks of rocks or whatever, and it's scented like orange, and it works really good. It gets a lot of grime and grit and grease off of you. That's what's up. Hello, hello. Oh man, what's up, everybody? We just took apart a motor right now, or half of a motor at least. We gotta get some tools to get the other half off. That's crazy, man. Yep, fixing the old generator. Seeing what we can do. Yeah, I was fixing the generator. It's got no compression, so the piston rings and the piston's bad. So I broke it all the way down. Yeah. And we just took it apart. That's it right there. Don't take it apart. Piston's shot, but I gotta get this off and then this piece off over here, but I don't have the tool to get either one of them off. And they have to come off to get to split the cases in order to get the piston out. For whatever reason, they made the piston the very last piece to replace, but yet it's almost one of the most frequent pieces to replace. Makes no sense. Stupid. But yeah, that's that. That's what we've been doing right now. We've been chilling on doing all that. I still gotta put more stuff in the truck. Boom, 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 boom. That's right. Woo. I should probably get the phone out of here before it gets destroyed. And that orange can like that. Like this. And it's getting pretty tight back here, man. Getting to be a full load. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cowabunga, dude. Yeah. Ow, my finger. Wow. That one hurt. Just get in there. Just get in there, home. Get in there. Just get in there. Oh, great. There you go. That'll fix it. That'll do it. You go put these back over here. All right, all right, all right. What's up, you guys? What's up? And you're all, what's up? Ciao, Shanda! That's what's up. Probably get that tool going now so I can fix that generator or something. Get some food or something. Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's right. No. Little goes a long way. Little goes a long way. It's great. I appreciate it, all of it. Oh my gosh. You guys gonna get that generator fixed and everything, and then we'll be on the road again. We'll be on the show. The show will be on the road again. But yeah, so we'll get that thing fixed. I just can't believe it, man. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. We're just chilling though. Little Bubba and I. Chilling. Oh yeah. He's chilling. He's just chilling. Oh, it's getting hot, man. Already breaking a sweat. B-Day bitch next Wednesday, that's right. Oh shoot. That's fucking shitty. Yep, that's fucking right. What you guys gonna do for your birthday? You gonna hang out with your kids? Nothing yet. Just send some. I don't have Venmo. You can send it to Shan, and then Shan can hook it up from there. That would be appreciated. I'd appreciate that. No PO box, nothing like that yet or anything. Working on it. Um, my old job called me back, but I turned it down. It's just it's not worth it. Uh, I don't want to go back to that gentleman. I don't want to go back to that environment. I don't want to go back to not being appreciated financially for my work. It was a job going back to working on motorcycles again and watercrafts. Um, it would be my fourth time going back to this gentleman, and I just don't want to do it. The pay sucks. It's only like I don't know. I just don't want to work for that guy again. So I'm happy. I'm happier doing this than I would be with him. I appreciate that. Yeah, right. So sweet. Yeah. All right, you guys. Yeah, that'd be cool. Today probably just do computer stuff now. Now that all the like, there's nothing I can do mechanically, working with tools or anything like that because I don't have the tool that I need to keep the project going. So now I'm just gonna go back to working on computer stuff and just trying to build something by using computers and stuff. I don't know. The 28th of February. All right. It's like it's a flywheel remover. A flywheel remover. Um, I yeah, I just looked at the flywheel. Uh, I got to figure out though which one is the correct flywheel remover tool because there's so many different variations of them out there. I got to figure out which one is the correct one that I need, and then this is what I'm really nervous about is that I don't know if I'm gonna need an impact gun or not because those bolts are on there tight and they're connected to the crankshaft, and every time you start turning on the bolt to get the bolt free off the crankshaft, you're actually turning the crankshaft, and I can't lock the crankshaft. So that I'm gonna have to figure out as well. Maybe there's a trick or something. I don't know. I tried holding down the flywheel to get off the one of the magneto uh nut, but I just about bent the bolt. It's just I don't want to do that. So no, I don't have no friends. I don't talk to nobody. I like 2016 was pretty much like the last time I ever really like wanted. I don't know. I don't like having friends or anything like that. I don't like relying on people. I don't like trusting people because the times that you need them, they're never there. So I stopped going out and stopped worrying about having friends and stuff because why am I going to invest all that time if like all I'm going to get is an excuse on why they can't help out. So for me, it's better off not having any friends and just figuring it out on my own. Um, I appreciate any help I get along the way, but it's I don't know. I think people today already have enough on their plate, and to ask for help, it's almost like you may not get the kind of help you're asking for. So it's just I just avoid it all. I just don't put the burden on nobody. I just don't worry about it. It's just like if I can do it, I can do it, and if I can't, then I just gotta figure it out or something. Whatever. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, man. But yeah, yeah, just trying. Just I'll probably just go on the computer and try to do some art stuff. Just mess around with like Photoshop and stuff like that. I don't know. Just just tinker. I don't know. Just try to. I've been trying to learn new programs and stuff, and trying to just expand my knowledge and trying to learn something. Learn another career or something. Um, it's good that I know a lot of the mechanical stuff, but I kind of want to venture off into the computer stuff as well and learn more computer stuff and then if I can combine the mechanical stuff with the computer stuff, that'll be really cool. Yeah, see, it's just I think people ask a lot from other people, and it's just like, dude, you can't, I don't know. It's whatever. I don't really like think about that stuff. But yeah, All right, I'll let everyone go. We did the damn thing. We kicked it. We were out here for 2 hours or so. Hope you guys like that little mechanical video. I'll probably do more mechanical videos and stuff because I'm always sometimes tinkering on stuff usually or whatever. If I do and you have any truck maintenance, I'll film that with my truck or whatever. But we don't need that. We definitely don't need no truck maintenance. Okay. But yeah, so we'll see what's going on with the flywheel remover tool, and then we'll try and get that as soon as we can, and then we'll pick that up probably at one of them Amazon lockers or whatever that you see at Walmart or whatever. We'll do that, and then we get back at it. And in the meantime, I'll jump around. If I see you squirrels out there in the streets, I'll be sure to stop in the treehouse and say what's up, and throw fireballs at everyone else out there. So that's what's up, you guys. Fucking chow! That's right. Hey, by the way, I'm wearing purple. Purple's not a bad color. Love you guys.